Good evening and welcome to day 19 of 100 days of bad videos. Today's subject, we're going to talk about iron sharpening iron. I'm pretty sure you've heard that statement. A lot of times it is used when people are collaborating and the collaboration is going well and everything is working out really, really well. People will say iron sharpens iron. Well, that statement, it actually comes from the Bible. It is from Proverbs 27:17, where it says, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. So we know that it gives us strength to talk to other people and we learn from each other. In the beginning of the year, I was really thinking about that statement and the complexity of it and how often it is used. And I came to the thought process that yes, iron does sharpen iron, but when you really think about it, you have to be careful because not all iron is made the same. And what I mean by that, when we look at iron, the material itself, there are different types of iron. They actually have different types of tensile strength that determines how strong iron really is. I'm not going to go into the whole metallurgy of it all, but yes, most of you know I'm a geek, so I did start geeking out over the whole process of tensile strength and different forms of iron. So to take it out of the geek world and bring it into layman's term, all iron is not made the same. It has different strengths and different weaknesses. So when we say iron sharpens iron, while that is true, think about it. We have to be careful because if I have a higher tensile strength than someone else, my sharpening of them, while I may be sharpening them, but I may be sharpening them to the point where they're getting dull. I'm actually taking off too much metal. When you rub two pieces of iron together, metal is being released, and if one is a higher tensile strength than the other, they will not sharpen at the same point. Actually, one will take off more material than the other, and the one has the higher tensile strength will lose less material. So while iron is sharpening iron, it's not really, because one iron can make another iron dull, and one iron can actually shave off too much metal. So when we think about the interactions between humans, and as we're talking to each other, a lot of times when we can be in crowds where we're interacting, and what we're saying while we think we're helping, it could actually be going over the person's head. And we actually could be hurting them. We're causing too much stress. And at some point, if we're talking too much over their head, they'll stop listening. So at that point, while we think we're sharpening them, we're not really sharpening them at all. We're not doing anything but dulling ourselves and taking too much or not doing anything to them because they are checked out. So the next time you make the statement, iron sharpens iron, think about who you're talking to. Think about, are you really sharpening them or are they sharpening you? Are you taking too much material off of them or away from them? Or are they taking too much away from you, or you're not getting anything, or they're not getting anything? So the bottom line is, when it comes to iron sharpening iron, you have to be at the same level, or if you know you're at a different level or a different tensile strength than another person, you have to back off how much you give them. You maybe have to feed them with a spoon instead of a fork and knife. So is how much you're giving that individual. You may have to back off from it, or you may have to lean into it. Now, if the reverse is happening and you feel as though someone's over sharpening you or dulling you out or taking too much material off, you may need to step back yourself to ensure that you don't lose too much material trying to stay with this person or to get sharp from this person. We definitely want you to get sharp. We want to sharpen each other, but we definitely have to be careful how much we sharpen, how much we lean in, or how much we lean out from an individual. So that's the quick talk today on iron sharpening iron. And as always, life gives you two choices. You can either run with the big dogs or you can stay on the porch with the pups. My name is Aaron Allen, and I choose to run with the big dogs. See you out there running.